All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Sacramento Miners. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go now. Fix the outlaw. Out screen. Check. Fresno. Watch the eye.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Whip. Watch the
A run for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now Benjamin. $12 yards on the return there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
Wait, that 380. Squeeze, double. Regular.
Brady now on 1st down. Able to get this to Gordon. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Brady. He's airing it out for Williams. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run. It's Dorsett. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 9, check 9. Show it up, Timmy. Magic. Banjo. 50's the mic.
Now Dorsett. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, watch it, watch it. Switch, switch, switch. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Where'd he go?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Tighten up, tighten up. Back, back, back. Up, 50, Mike, 50.
Now it's Dorsett. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Third and goal, Jackson. Dancing to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, but it's going to be 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Hey, 53.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 66. Bravo. Come on, D. Mike 9. Mike 9. Bang out. Bang out. Bang out.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On 3rd and long, it's Brady into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position. And
think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On the give, this is Dorsett. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they hand it off to Dorsett. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Jackson, option right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Let's go.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Taron Johnson made the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Brady. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Brady. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys.
That is caught by Sharp for a Charger touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Go on, go on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
I'm scared. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. It's caught by Sanders. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Everyone's got four down.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 out, roll. 50 out. Go. Check the backer, check the backer. Check.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson complete to Dorsett. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Jackson now. Dorsett making the catch. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Kill. Turn up. Hey, check. Mike 50. Here we go. Mike, turn up.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. They find some open field. There goes Melvin Gordon, the 30. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there by Gordon, 71 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Brady. He's got it to Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Brady to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Mike Williams. Incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch that in. Cut it right. You got 3 down.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On the toss, it's Dorsett. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
On first down, Brady. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. He's going to let this go. They've got his man complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tajay Sharp with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Jackson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Throwing is Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Again, it'll be Dorsett. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
49's the mic. 49's the mic.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. That one a back-breaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Brady now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Rush in. Rush in.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Set, ready. Henry, you ain't going nowhere. Be good.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the
rush coming, and he's taken down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches, on the right to rush the passer, but they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Brady going to throw here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and forever.
No, 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought